Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday. I'm trying to train myself not to start the day with the cat food, because I actually did that this morning. I actually started to film myself with the cat food and I was like, wait, I decided I'm not going to film the cat food because the cats just like everything. So I'm trying to wean myself off of this. Also, for the record, they continue to like everything. Someone had left in the comments a note that said, the cats probably wouldn't, express not liking something until you fed it to them 2 or 3 times. But if that's the case, then they can just have wheelo food forever. I mean, I could just give them something different every day, because if they are enjoying it, then props. I'll just, we'll have 24 different kinds of food and we'll just cycle out. Because when we go to the store, if they have it, we'll just buy whatever. So if that is the case, I'm fine with that. You may recall, it's actually been a few months ago at this point, that we made a vlog about bicycles. We were asking about bicycles because we want to ride our bicycles, in the words of Queen. So we actually looked at the comments, and there was a lot of people that said, based on what you plan to do with the bikes, a majority of you said that we could go to a retail store like Walmart, Target, or whatever, and just get a bike there. So today we went to Walmart, not with the intent to buy, but with the intent to seriously look, because we're thinking about getting bikes like maybe by the end of the week. And I had looked at the bike online on Walmart's website. It was called the 29-inch Genesis Onyx, and it's a massive bike. And we looked at it in the store, and I got on it. I was like, oh, this is pretty cool. This is going to work. But the way the handlebars bend back, I'm a big guy. I am 6.5 feet tall. And because of that, whenever I pedal, my knees are like, and that's actually kind of a problem, because if the handlebars are bent back, even if they're straight, they're still kind of a problem. But if they're bent back, it actually makes it really hard to turn, because you can't turn and pedal at the same time. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I could get that bike. It's a good price for the bike, and I like the bike, but I would have to change out the handlebars. So I don't know what I should do. I mean, the bike's $150, which seems really good for a bike that big. And I know that there's always going to be those people that are rallying for, go to the bike store, but how hard would it be to get that bike, to get this Genesis Onyx? And you guys can look it up if you want. If I remember, I'll put it in a link to it in the description. But it's called the Genesis Onyx 29-inch. How hard would it be to get that bike and buy a different set of handlebars and install that? Would that be like ridiculously difficult? Because if it's not, and if it's not super expensive, then I might do that. Mal's not going to have a hard time finding a bike. Mal is not 6.5 feet tall. Although, man, that would be really interesting for us as a couple. But it's going to be easy for her to find a bike, but it's not turning out to be that easy for me. And there's another mountain bike there that was pretty big, but once we got it down, it was like, oh my god, this will never work. Like, the ends of my feet were hitting the tire every time I turned, and I was like, man, I'm just a really big dude.
Where do you put your feet on the pedals?
The center?
Oh. I always use my toes.
Oh, well, I mean, I would probably have to adapt to that, but I mean, that's not how I want to ride a bike. I want to put it on the center instead of using my toes. But I have big feet too. I have an American-sized 14 foot. Sometimes it's 15, but like 14 or 15. So I'm just, if that's one thing I learned about myself today, I'm a big dude, and it's going to be really hard to get a bike because of that. So I don't know. I'm either going to have to change the handlebars, or maybe go to a bike shop and just talk to them. So I wanted to ask you guys, because I'm not really sure what to do. We would like to get bikes by the end of the week, if possible, just because we're getting into mid-May. It's a really nice time to ride a bike. The weather here has been like stupendous. It's been so freaking nice here. And we go out for walks every once in a while, usually a few times a week, but we would really like to ride bikes. And in order to ride bikes, we need to own bikes. So anyway, that's what I'm bringing to you guys today, and I hope that you can help me with my problema. And I'm going to end it here. we got a bunch of groceries because we did go to Walmart. We're going to go home, and I'm going to keep working. Almost caught up on vlogs, which I'm excited about. So thank you so much for watching. Answer my questions if you can, and let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?